20 years ago, you missed the boat on Amazon. $10,000 invested, then could have turned into a whopping $1.8 million today. Sounds familiar, right? Fast forward to 15 years ago, and there was the chance to snag a budget-friendly property before prices soared. Missed that one too, huh? Then came Bitcoin a decade ago. Maybe you passed on that opportunity as well, and some might argue it's still a risky bet. So, what's the smart move with your cash in today's world? Are there any slam dunk investments that promise bright returns decades from now? Let's dive into this together. Here's a list of investments you'll probably kick yourself for ignoring today. Spoiler alert, it's not all about stocks or bonds. Here's why it's a game changer. Imagine this. You take out a $300,000 mortgage, and by the time it's paid off, it has nearly doubled due to interest. And let's not even get into the money pit of credit card debt. As long as you're in debt, freedom remains just a concept, overshadowed by the constant stress of looming payments. Taking control of your finances and aggressively paying off debt isn't just a good move. It's the best investment looking back from 20 years in the future. It's not just freeing, it's financially savvy. There are two timeless principles in real estate investment that are worth noting. Rental resilience. Though rent prices might plateau temporarily, they seldom decrease. This offers a level of income stability that few other investments can. Eternal demand. There's a perpetual demand for rental properties near strong economic hubs. These principles culminate in the adage, location, location, location. City dynamics. Every city typically features two pivotal areas. The city center, often the historical heart of the city, buzzing with shops, commerce, and tourists. The business district, usually populated with offices of multinational companies. Owning property near either of these hubs almost guarantees a steady stream of potential renters. Student housing. Special attention should be given to properties near educational institutions. Cities hosting prominent universities benefit from consistent demand for student accommodations. Properties within walking distance to these institutions generally secure continuous rental income. However, be aware that renovation costs can be high and frequent due to the shorter rental periods. Land ownership. Invest in land. It's a tangible asset that provides not just financial returns but also a legacy. Owning land means you have the ability to cultivate it, and even after you're gone, generations can benefit from the trees you planted. Unless, of course, familial disputes or unforeseen emergencies arise. In an era where the population is increasing and more people are moving off-grid, the value of land, particularly when juxtaposed against urban real estate prices, showcases a significant market distortion. Investing in the S&P 500. For those unsure about picking the next big stock market winner, investing in an index like the S&P 500 is a strategic move. It aggregates 500 of the top-performing companies, providing a diversified exposure to the economic landscape of one of the most economically dynamic nations. This method allows investors to benefit from overall market gains without the risk of individual stock picking. When a company starts to flounder, it's like a weak swimmer in the Olympics. It gets yanked out and replaced by a newer, speedier contestant. That's essentially the role of the S&P 500 for the US market. Over in the UK, they have their own relay team, the FTSE 100. Corporations? They're like the ultimate machines designed for one purpose, churning out economic value. It's wise to put your money on these machines. Automate your investments. Set aside 10%, 15%, or 20% of your monthly income. Chuck it into an index fund, and just leave it be. No timing the market, no picking stocks like daisies. Just set it, forget it, and let it grow. Fast forward 20 years, and you're outperforming the Wall Street wizards. Ready to give your bank account a boost and sort out those finances in just a week? Well, buckle up, because the Top Shelf channel has got just the thing for you. Dive into our ebook, Master Your Money, and turn those financial frowns upside down. Check out the link in the description or scan the QR code on the screen to grab your copy and start your journey to financial fabulosity. Invest in traveling. Think, travel is a luxury? Wait until you're older and see what really enriches your life. Looking back over the past year, what stands out? A couple of big events, maybe, but mostly the journeys you've taken. That epiphany hit us hard, prompting us to triple our travel budget annually. We're not just traveling more, we're going further. Travel broadens your perspective in unimaginable ways, enriching not just your memory bank, but also your character. Investing in travel doesn't just fill your life with experiences, it enhances the way you interact with the world. People who travel carry a certain poise, a self-awareness, and a cache of captivating stories. It's about living fully, ensuring you explore widely, and don't just exist in a self-made bubble. On a 10 to 20-year timeline, you'll never regret the miles you traveled. But beyond geography, consider investing in your health and relationships. Here's how to approach these valuable investments. Invest in your health. Every dollar you spend on your health today could save you hundreds later. It's a common notion to fix things only when they break, but that mindset doesn't work with health. Prevention is significantly cheaper than treatment. Imagine if people tried to fix their marriages before considering divorce. Similar logic applies to health. Take stock of your body now. Feel any aches or fatigue? Address these signs early. Investing in your health now means you'll spend less in the future trying to regain what you've lost. Aging is inevitable, but you can make it a lot less painful with the right health investments. Invest in your relationship with your partner. Here's a thought. Your relationship with your partner is arguably more important than your relationship with your children. Shocking? Perhaps, but consider this. By the time your kids turn 18, you've spent about 90% of the total time you'll ever spend with them. Your partner, however, is with you for the long haul. The time you spend with your partner far outweighs the time with your kids. Focus on nurturing this fundamental relationship. Date them, impress them, and continuously rekindle your love. It's not just romantic, it's practical. The quality of your lifelong partnership is one of the most crucial choices you'll make. Invest in your friendships. It's not that you stop making new friends as you age, but the opportunity to develop new, deep friendships diminishes. Value the old friends you have. True friendships are rare treasures. Be proactive in your friendships. Check in, offer help, spend quality time together. It's about creating a community where you're valued, not just present. Remember, it's better to share laughs and beers on the porch than to sit alone in a mansion. Each of these investments, travel, health, partner, and friends, forms the cornerstone of a rich, fulfilled life. Invest wisely, and the returns will be immeasurable. Discovering the value of friendships often comes later in life for some. It's crucial not to let these relationships wane from lack of effort. Reignite old connections. As you age, you might find yourself becoming more selective about your friends, but making the effort to attend special events or reaching out during tough times is essential. Such gestures are unforgettable, and true friendship demands mutual support and presence during life's ups and downs. Moreover, your personal experiences are enriched by the people you share them with. Consider the person alone in a mansion versus those enjoying laughter and conversation on the porch. The latter typically reports a richer, more fulfilling life. In your financial education, your financial situation, 20 years from now, will reflect the decisions you make today. It's time to shed any complacency and engage actively with your finances. Many live under the illusion of competence until reality, often in the form of hard numbers, sets in. Remember, knowledge compounds. Each self-help book might increase your financial literacy by 1%. Seemingly small, but reading 100 books could dramatically increase your income. Invest in attending industry events. They may seem costly, but the networking opportunities can lead to long-term financial partnerships and client relationships that pay dividends for years. Financial education isn't just a study, it's an ongoing commitment. Aim to dedicate 10 to 15 minutes daily to learning about money. This consistent investment in your knowledge can drastically raise your financial acumen over time. Invest in your spiritual and emotional health. Bottling up emotions can lead to explosive consequences later in life. It's essential to heal internally to avoid harming those around you unintentionally. Searching for meaning is a lifelong journey, and while it's never too late to start, finding yourself still searching at 45 isn't ideal. discover your spiritual beliefs, and strive to live a life that honors those values. If you're fortunate, this quest may lead you to a profound sense of peace. Invest in your social skills. How long will you remain in the comfort zone labeled introvert? It's an acceptable excuse during adolescence, but by adulthood, the inability to engage in meaningful conversation can be glaringly apparent. By the time you reach 30, you should be capable of communicating effectively with anyone, from public speaking to teaching to leading discussions. These skills are essential not just professionally, but in personal interactions with family and friends. Charisma, confidence, and adept social skills significantly enhance your life, increasing your opportunities through networking. People enjoy being around someone who is engaging, listens well, asks thoughtful questions, knows when to be serious and when to lighten the mood. Mastering these skills can transform your social interactions and expand your circle dramatically. Invest in making your home a sanctuary. Consider your home your personal retreat from the world. Throughout your life, you'll likely identify 4 key homes: the one you grew up in, your first independent place, the first home you own, and the home where you choose to raise a family. Each should evolve to become a sanctuary where every item, from slippers to kitchenware, enhances your peace of mind. Home is not just a place, but a setting where everything is arranged just how you like it. Imagine starting each day in a place you dislike. Every morning begins with dissatisfaction. Strive instead to create a living space that reflects your tastes and needs, a true safe haven. Ready to give your bank account a boost and sort out those finances in just a week? Well, buckle up, because the Top Shelf channel has got just the thing for you. Dive into our ebook, Master Your Money, and turn those financial frowns upside down. Check out the link in the description or scan the QR code on the screen to grab your copy and start your journey to financial fabulosity. Invest in documenting your life. Humans are inherently biased towards the present, often overlooking its value until it becomes the past. Documenting everyday moments through photos or videos may seem trivial now, but their worth increases exponentially over time. Consider printing out your photos. They resonate differently when you can physically touch them. We've transitioned from having no photos to having too many, yet rarely taking the time to look through them. Capture the less glamorous beginnings, the struggles, your first prototype, your first office, and yourself at this current age. It doesn't need to be for public consumption. Upload it to a private YouTube channel for future reference. One day, these memories might be pivotal in a documentary about your life. Reflect on why certain people impact you the way they do and why you've allowed them that power. Understand the expectations set for your life versus your own aspirations. Many spend half their lives pretending to be someone they're not. Finding your voice now can make this the defining moment of your life. Secret bonus: now is better than later. Here's an example: having children. Deciding to bring a child into the world is monumental and should only be done when you feel prepared to raise them properly. Traditional advice often discourages having children out of wedlock or too early in life. However, many people regret postponing this decision. You don't need to wait until you're a millionaire, just until you're confident in your ability to provide and nurture. From a happiness and life purpose perspective, the return on investment in having children is unmatched. Our evolution has wired us to love and be loved, especially through our offspring, offering profound happiness and fulfillment. As we continue this discussion, think about which of these investments you would prioritize if guaranteed success this year. Let's keep the conversation going in the comments, and thank you for watching until the end. When you choose to delay having children, you're essentially opting to spend what might be your less energetic years with them. The reality is, keeping up with your kids, understanding their language, and immersing yourself in their interests becomes more challenging as you age. While society now views having children around the age of 40 as acceptable, this comes with its own set of challenges. If you're considering conception at 41, you'll be 60 by the time your child turns 18. If you've interacted with many 60-year-olds, you'll recognize that the cultural and physical gap can be significant. It's crucial to consider this perspective, especially if you're in your early 30s, single, and hoping to start a family in the future. things need to be set in motion sooner rather than later. Today, narratives like, "I'll never get married" or "I'll never have kids" are more prevalent than ever. However, you might find that the option to choose might not always be there as you age. If starting a family is truly what you want, it's time to act with intention and urgency. For those who've just realized the importance of timing in their personal goals,